Hello everybody, welcome to Keep It Lit. We're gonna chill out, read some books and shit. Yeah, just what's up everybody? My name is Jude and welcome to Keep It Literature. I wanted to talk a little bit about a book series that I've been reading called the Murderbot Diaries. And the premise of the book is it follows this combat android named Murderbot, or self-named Murderbot, as he does jobs with clients and so forth. What he is originally used for is a company would contract these sec units to go out with private expeditions. Whoever just paid the price, they would send out these units as security, and they have slightly a little bit of autonomical thinking, but Murderbot has a great deal of autonomical thinking because what he has done is he has hacked his own governor module. And what that means is that he doesn't have to listen to, base control or anything like that. He can make his own actions as he does willingly and do whatever he wants pretty much. I know that just came out like a bleh from the mouth, but let me try to explain further. This robot, instead of, the standard robot that would normally just stay on task, what he enjoys doing is watching soap operas. He downloads soap operas and he doesn't really care about his job or his clients. And what he really wants to be doing is just watching his soap operas and goofing off. He doesn't really feel like he wants to do the job. He does it out of necessity. And he's with this crew on this private expedition, and everything seems to be fine until it's not. But I don't really want to spoil anything because, like I said, it is a short book. It's a little novella, and I don't want to spoil anything because it all just comes together nicely. But gamers, follow along here. If you are a fan of Detroit Become Human, read this book. This book is fantastic, especially if you like the characters in Detroit Become Human. This sort of has that same feel of when artificial intelligent robot breaks its governor module and breaks free, like in the game. How does it feel to suddenly have these autonomous thoughts? What does it mean to be a person? What does it mean to have these feelings? And the novel really explores that in the form of his thoughts. It's completely in first person, and just the description of their inner monologue is just perfect, and it really sets the stage of something a lot cooler, because this series has a couple books in it, and you get to literally follow along as it's beginning after the exposition, and it sets everything up. You get to follow along this android's journey through the galaxy, and I think it's a really cool concept. But the way that Martha Wells really plays or writes the character of Murderbot, it is filled with humor. This android is so funny, and his thought process, it just reminds me of my own. I'm not saying I'm like a robot or anything, but I resonate with this character a lot. And the cast and the crew of where he's working is so memorial. It's just all around a good short story. I'm listening to it on Libby, the audiobook form, and it's only taken like 3 hours per book, and it's super quick, and I can't stop myself from listening, so I normally finish them within 2 days at most. I'm finishing these books in 2 days, but I just want to say they're very fun to listen to. As for a rating, since I'm kind of talking about the whole series and not just one book, I guess for a rating, I got to give it like 8 out of 10 hot dogs, maybe 9 out of 10. It's just fun to read, and it's a good break from the big old tombs of novels that I'm putting myself through right now, and it gives me really a decent amount of time to digest it. And there's nothing too deep about the series yet, but if you think about it, it gets deeper. Like, as I'm thinking about it, like, hey, well, these feelings that Murderbot is having, like, that's the first feelings that they've really had, and they're able to act on them. This is what it means to be free, and that's a pretty crazy theme to think about. And there's a lot of it's very subtle. It's not in your face, but it's just very subtle themes, and it just all kind of weaves together nicely. So if you're looking for a short book, I have no higher recommendation than the Murderbot Diaries. I know the author is putting out a new book soon. I can't remember the name of it, but it's fantasy. But after reading this, I 100% I'm going to put it on my TBR. But if you're looking for a good short read, I want to keep this review kind of short as the series is, but fucking read it. It's really fun, and if you're interested in AI or robots or sci-fi or anything along those lines, take a moment, take 3 hours and just read the first book, and I guarantee you will be hooked. It's such a nice, brisk read, and I enjoyed it thoroughly all the way through. I don't have many major complaints, at least not enough that I didn't write any of them down. So honestly, it's just a good book. It's a good book. So check it out.